Bo's Chicken Rippers, only at Bojangles for a limited time. It's Bo time.
The CSRA has always been my home. People know my law firm for work in the community as well as for our life-changing results. That's local experience you can count on. Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy.
Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Be the first to know with the Live Viper 6 mobile app.
Time and temperature, brought to you by your local Honda dealer.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, reaction to proposed changes at Eisenhower Medical Center. What that means for people stationed at Fort Gordon.
Plus, North Augusta leaders prepare to discuss calls for a new animal services facility.
And literacy coaches will soon be at every Georgia K-3 school. We'll tell you why, as your News at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thanks for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with a proposal that could change health care for military families. Augusta city leaders are considering an alternative to installing speed humps on Scotts Way. The effort by residents of the Waverly subdivision hit a roadblock because a 2-day study showed average speeds in the area were not high enough to qualify. Without speed humps, commissioners are looking at new signage and stepping up traffic enforcement to solve the issue. We'll have more on today's decision on News Channel 6 at 5. Aiken City Council is planning for the next fiscal year. At tonight's meeting, members will review budget requests for 2027. It's also the first reading of the proposed ordinance to establish county code for zoning. The public meeting starts at 7 in the government building on University Parkway.
North Augusta leaders moving forward with improvements at the animal control shelter. Monday, they approved a $40,000 plan to include drainage upgrades, better outdoor runs, and a separate place for puppies. Animal advocates, though, say they want more. They are calling for a public safety officer to coordinate volunteer walks later in the day and on weekends. They say the goal is to reduce kennel time, which can be up to 23 hours a day.
Which that would help our holding facilities, not really a shelter, as I understand it, which is what we want to work toward, but it would help us meet the ASPCA 5 standards and become a more humane holding facility for the dogs while they're in the city's custody.
We're also asking for a new shelter. Work on the upgrades, though, is going to begin immediately.
Weather now. Get ready for a warm-up ahead of a front this week.
A front that, Avery, hopefully brings some rain with it.
Yeah, that's right, Brad and Jenny. It's going to be a beautiful next couple of days as we're warming up to 88 degrees tomorrow. A few partly cloudy skies. Still expected rain comes on Thursday. Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam showing a few clouds outside of SRP Park. A clear, nice, and beautiful day as winds come in due south around 14 miles per hour. A bit on that breezy side as the front gets a little bit closer to us. Temperatures across the CSRA, everyone's sitting there in those low 80s across the board. And our rest of this evening temperature is cooling down to 73 by 9. I'll have more on that warm up coming ahead. Back to you guys.
Avery, thanks. Did you know students check their phones an average of 64 times during the school day? A new study suggests this habit could be draining their brain power. Rena Roy reports.
If you're the parent of a tween or teen, you've probably told them 1,000 times to get off their phones. It turns out their teachers are probably doing the same. A recent study published in JAMA Network Open looked at smartphone use during the school day among kids ages 11 to 18. It found that on average, they spent more than 2 hours a day glued to their phones during time they should be learning. Every one of the 80 students in the study used their phone, mostly for social media and entertainment. 32 states have banned phone use at school, but as a parent, there is still more you can do. Have a talk with your child about the pros and cons of checking their phone frequently and phone etiquette. Set clear rules about keeping phones out of sight during class time, and model healthy phone habits by limiting device use during family time. With this Medical Minute, I'm Rita Roy.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp signing a new measure today to try to boost education. It's called the Georgia Early Literacy Act.
Happening tonight, graduation season getting underway in the CSRA. Tonight, Aiken Technical College will hold its commencement ceremony. Graduates will walk across the stage at 6:30 tonight. It's at the USCA Convocation Center in Graniteville. Starts at 6:30, doors open at 5. Staff and faculty members of the year will also be recognized. And be sure to join us this Friday night at 7 for the Golden Apple Gala. Teachers we've been spotlighting all school year long will get their night on stage. It's our way of saying thank you to teachers everywhere for helping our children succeed. The hour-long special airs right here on News Channel 6.
The 20th annual Boss Hog Cook-Off is this weekend, sanctioned by the Kansas City Barbecue Society. The event will bring together competition cook teams and some of the best ribs, barbecue brisket, and chicken in the whole state of Georgia. 37 teams competing for a share of more than $11,000 in prize money. But it's not just about the food.
We're excited this year. We've got a whiskey run, of course, and our headliner is Tyler Nance. On Saturday, we have the People's Choice Award. You can buy a ticket, sold 250 of them. They sell 250 and they sell out pretty quick. But you can go around and you can eat and you can taste, and it's People's Choice Award. We have hog calling contests on Saturday afternoon, and we have music live on Saturday, which is the guitar pool. We have some entertainment from Augusta and Statesboro this year.
The event lasts all weekend. The competition is fierce. John Hart and Kim Vickers live from Waynesboro for you Friday night. All starts at 4 o'clock.
Soccer Mania is underway across the United States.
Coming up, why the excitement of it all is not just for the fans. Well, 3 weeks from today, we're going to know the name of Augusta's new professional hockey team. Last year, the co-owner Tim Tebow and others announcing that Augusta fans would name the team through online submissions. The winning name set to be unveiled May 26th down at the Convention Center on 10th Street. The unveiling is at 6 p.m. and for the first time in more than a decade, we'll have a team on the ice in Augusta in the brand new arena in October of 2027.
A local couple turned one of the world's premier sporting events into a day they'll never forget. Glenn Bynum of Augusta and Laurie Thomas from Glasgow County eloped and got married at the Kentucky Derby this past weekend. They've known each other for more than a decade, but have only been a couple for the last 2 years. When friends invited them to the Derby, Glenn pitched the idea of the wedding to Laurie, and they stole the show at Churchill Downs.
I think once we started, people realized what was going on. So then a crowd drew, and then it was just like mass cheering. So it did make it a little stressful.
She went to a little wedding and said she got the full, photographers, videographers, and about 165,000 people in attendance watching.
The happy couple's now planning a reception here at home for family and friends.
Oh, how neat is that? Congratulations to the happy couple this week. We're racing towards rain. I'll have the details after this break.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Catch it today. WJBF and our partners continue to champion local families through our Children First campaign. Together, we hope to strengthen our community by uplifting children across the CSRA. To learn more, visit WJBF.com/Children First.
Catch these new full meal deals, just $5.99. These deals are loaded up. New Southern Style Whitefish Meal, Batter Dip Fish Meal, or Fish and Shrimp Meal, with pups in your choice of side, just $5.99.
Captain D's Fish Delish. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here is a look at temperatures across the CSRA. Everyone in those low 80s across the board, sitting at 81 here in Augusta, feeling nice and beautiful outside. You can see here on satellite and radar, we're tracking that stationary front, bringing a ton of rain to the Midwest at the moment. This low pressure system with a cold front attached to it is what we're going to be tracking this week as it pushes towards our area. Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam here over Television Park, showing beautiful views, clear skies, a couple of clouds. 81 degrees is that temperature. Winds come in from the southwest at 9 miles per hour. And here's a look at overnight lows, dropping down to 55 degrees right there on average. So going to be an average start to your Wednesday morning. Wednesday, We are getting up to 88 degrees outdoors. It's going to feel super nice, a little bit on the muggier side, but not going to be bad at all. Temperatures drop down to 75 on Friday, though, as we have an 80% chance for some rain and thunderstorms on Thursday, and this has become a bit of a severe weather threat. Here's what we're looking at right now. Marginal and slight risk across the CSRA. This is for early Thursday morning, and our threat just includes some gusty winds. So not going to be terrible, but it's been a while since we've had severe thunderstorms, really about a couple of weeks ago, but just make sure that you're prepared for this. This isn't something that, you need to stay up all night for, but I'm just saying, hey, this is headed our way. Potential for damaging winds sitting at low and medium chances. So this is 5 and 15% chance. Still low overall, but damaging winds means wind gusts up to 58 miles per hour and higher. And right now we're just expecting around a 40 mile per hour wind gust. Severe weather continues throughout the day on Thursday with the possibility for some severe thunderstorms. Now we're not expecting any tornadoes with this, just some breezier than average winds. So by 12 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, this is the overnight hour, you're going to start to see that push through our area. That continues by 2 o'clock. You can see that line there. 4 o'clock, heavier downpours here and there. Winds still coming in on 6 o'clock on Thursday. Then that pushes through by 8 o'clock Thursday morning as well. Then we're left with a few isolated showers and thunderstorms by 12 o'clock Thursday. Here's a look at what that looks like with wind gusts. Starting to see wind gusts around 15 to 20 miles per hour by 7 o'clock as that band makes its way through. 28 mile per hour wind gusts towards Wilkes County. That continues towards the Augusta Metro with those wind gusts near 40. Again, once towards Aiken again, around a 40 mile per hour wind gust. That continues as we move further southward into our southeastern county. So overall, just make sure if you have one of those big wooden blocks, like those hello welcome signs, bring that indoors. This isn't going to be terrible, but just make sure your loose outdoor items are secure.
What are you talking about, like a welcome sign?
You haven't seen them yet? There's those wooden big welcome, and they're long, and they go outside the front door.
Yeah, they say hello.
Yeah, they say hello or
Family.
welcome. Yes, home.
Home.
Yeah.
And then it has the stain on it.
Do you look at houses when you're driving through neighborhoods?
No,
Or on your morning walk?
I focus on the road. And, but I do suspect that if they don't take those in, I mean, they could be in the neighbor's yard.
Right.
Yeah, so good
So.
call. All right, thanks for the clarification.
Up next, teaching the next generation.
Coming up, the art of yodeling.
Do you remember to defrost the chicken?
I think that music is a kind of magic. As a therapist, I have seen firsthand what music can do. And because of my lottery-funded life scholarship, I was able to go to school and turn my passion for music into a career that helps others. And that is pretty magical too.
Better support means a better South Carolina. And a better South Carolina means a better you.
Yodeling is alive and well in the Swiss mountains, and to get here takes practice, practice, and more practice.
You can hear how it's being passed down to younger generations in the Bernese Highlands. Switzerland has nearly 800 yodeling clubs. About a third of the singers are women. And that does it for us. For this half hour, there's a lot more coverage you can count on at 4:30.
Including the presidential fitness test is returning to schools nationwide. A look at what it means for students after the break.
Become a Planet Fitness Black Card member.
Stronger value. Deal ends May 15th.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. Did you know we offer military discounts on all regular price products? From flooring to lighting to furniture and more, we are truly thankful for those that have served. So all active and retired military can save 10%. Whether you want to do it yourself or need our flooring specialist to handle the installation, Hardwood Floors and More is the place to call. Visit our showroom today in Evans. Hardwood Floors and More, where we have so much more in store for you.
Years ago, I lost my father. Find the perfect gift for mom during Hamrick's Mother's Day sale. Only Hamrick's has it. Get assorted floral throws and home decor pillows for $10. Judy Blue Denim, 30% off. Clark's Hanging Sandals, $20. Branded handbags, $20. Towel warmer, $39. Ice maker, $50. And garden items, $15. Great gifts for mom, plus savings for you. Hamrick's has it.
Big corporations trust Charlie Bethel and Sarah Warren to do their dirty work on the Georgia Supreme Court. When a utility company was caught illegally polluting our water, Bethel and Warren let them off the hook. What's worse, Warren and Bethel left Georgians to pay billions for the toxic cleanup, allowing the corporation to hike our utility bills to protect their profits. On May 19th, clean up the Georgia Supreme Court. Charlie Bethel and Sarah Warren have cost us enough.
In a world of talk, he listened. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today.
Gas prices are the highest they've been in years here in the U.S., and experts warn things could get worse. I'm Rena Roy, and I'll have the latest coming up.
Plus, what President Trump is imposing to enforce European car makers to move production to the U.S. more quickly. And the push to redraw congressional maps in South Carolina, but will the governor agree to do so? Your news at 4:30 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4:30.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sean Cabbage-Stock. Thank you for joining us. Our coverage you can count on begins with gas prices here in the U.S. Meteorologist Avery Gray joins us now with a quick check of the forecast. A great forecast today. I hope you got more in store for us.
Yes, that's right, Sean. Tomorrow going to be another beautiful day, a great day, not a gray day. But then on Thursday, we are going to have some isolated rain chance, giving us a gray day. Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam here outside of Thompson, Georgia. You can see plenty of clear skies available. View partly cloudy, it is partly cloudy. A few clouds are in the sky. Winds come in from the south around 15 miles per hour. A nice breeze for us here in the CS area. Its temperatures are nice and warm, low 80s for us. The rest of this evening, we're expecting those temperatures to drop down to 73 by 9 o'clock. And tomorrow, we warm up to 88 degrees by 6 p.m. I'll have all you need to know about the warm-up and the rain ahead coming soon. Sean?
All right, sounds good to me. Thank you. The trade war is heating up again. Meanwhile, Governor Henry McMaster was in Columbia today to speak on a new initiative that the state is participating in. A Home for Every Child initiative focused on placing children without homes or families into loving homes. A Home for Every Child, transforming how families are served in the Palmetto State. The goal is to ensure that no child or family falls through the cracks. Well, coming up, we're getting a closer look at the new American Idol being named, and another look at the remaining finalists. Your Hollywood highlights after this quick break.
And we are racing towards rain. That full forecast for you, along with our severe weather threat coming soon. Stick around.
When NASCAR goes road racing, every turn is a gamble. Every lap, a war. This Saturday, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series drivers put every skill to the test in road course mayhem. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Coverage begins Saturday at 3:30 on CW6.
I don't care if you're Muslim or Muslim. All right, George, thank you. And here at home, it's not a competition, but the spotlight is about to be on our teachers. So we do hope that you join us for our Golden Apple Gala this Friday. We'll honor this year's winners of the Golden Apple Award. You'll hear their stories and see them in action when we visited their classrooms. They do such a great job, and we're privileged to present them. The Golden Apple Award special, 7 o'clock Friday night, right here on News Channel 6.
Hello, I'm Forrest Mahan, president of Aiken Technical College, and I was very fortunate to have a lot of great teachers throughout my career. But the one that stands out is Miss Linda Williams, who was my high school English teacher. For 4 years, she taught us the importance of not only good literature, but also the importance of good written communications. Very thorough in helping us learn how to write, proper grammar, and how to be able to communicate effectively. In my career path, that has proven invaluable as I'm able to communicate in a way that a lot of people may not be able to, largely due to her influence. In addition, I've been very careful about my grammar, both with texts and emails, which isn't often common, but that's the impact that Ms. Williams had on me over 30 years ago. So thank you for all you did for me, Ms. Williams, and you are an exemplary teacher and an example that all should follow.
Here's tonight's ABC Primetime Preview. At 8/7 Central, it's the season finale of Will Trent, and Angie is on the brink of motherhood.
I'm so done being pregnant. She has incredible strength. I think she proved to herself early on in her life that she's a survivor, and it's that we see also serving her in the finale.
At 9/8 Central, Betrayal, Secrets and Lies. Raymond finds the ideal wife, but an unthinkable betrayal leaves him fighting for his life.
In situations like this, people can lose their minds.
Then more Betrayal, Secrets and Lies at 10/9 Central.
Tina was afraid for her baby's life.
Followed by your late local news and Jimmy Kimmel Live with guests John Mulaney and Asa Gonzalez.
At Lionel Smith Limited, we can...
At Tile Center, we offer the area's best selection of quality tile and stone products, exclusive designs, expert staff, and amazing customer service. Are you overwhelmed with all the details in your tile or stone project? Don't worry, our team has the expertise to assist homeowners, contractors, architects, and designers with any project. Come see why for yourself at any of our locations at Tile Center or online at tilecenter.com. Your tile and stone experts.
Every conversation is a connection. We're here to keep you in the moment.
From morning walks to community events, we're here to keep you involved.
Life's best moments should be heard, and we're here to make sure you don't miss a thing.
Hearing Associates of South Carolina.
We're here for North Augusta.
For the best in unique men's sportswear, formal wear, outerwear, shoes, accessories, and more, follow Lionel Smith Limited on social media, and we'll share the very latest trends and in-store events. Lionel Smith, limited to only the finest in men's clothing.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here we're looking temperatures across the CSRA sitting in those low 80s across the board, feeling nice and warm outside. 81 here in Augusta. Satellite and radar again tracking that stationary front, bringing rain to the Midwest. Low pressure system and cold front gonna head our way shortly and bring us the potential for some severe weather that I'll talk about in just a bit. But before we get to that, let's continue to look at beautiful skies outside of our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam at Soap Creek Marina. You can see people out there walking on the dock, enjoying this beautiful day that we have. Our winds are coming in from the southwest at 9 miles per hour, low dew point, low humidity. Couldn't ask for anything greater. Overnight lows tonight dropping down to average. That's 55 degrees. And highs tomorrow going to be nice and warm at 88 for your Wednesday. Here's a look at that. 88 for Wednesday, dropping down to 75 on Friday. And that's because of a cold front coming through. This cold front bringing us an 80% chance for rain and storms on Thursday. And then we have some isolated shower chances as we head into the weekend. Now, we do have the risk for severe weather. This is early Thursday morning, so through the overnight hours, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Marginal risk for the majority of the CSRA there, right there along that I-20 corridor. And then we have that slight risk for our far northwestern counties. You can see that there. All this means is that we're expecting some breezy wind conditions with this, and then the severe weather outlook continues through the rest of the day on Thursday. So we're expecting rain pretty much all day. The possibility of a thunderstorm is there. more likely going to happen during the overnight hours, Wednesday night to Thursday, but the potential for Thursday during the day is there. So here's a look at that on Futurecast. This is Wednesday at 6 o'clock, starting to see spotty showers enter the CSRA. Then we have that line of showers and storms push through by midnight, continuing to further dip down further south into the CSRA by 2. That continues by 4. Then we have another round of showers and storms coming in at 6 o'clock. This will impact your morning commute. By 8 o'clock, starting to see pockets of heavier downpours down towards our southern counties. And then by midday, expecting isolated showers. Possibility of a thunderstorm still exists by midday, but then most of us seeing light rain after that. So here's a look at Futurecast wind gusts and what we're expecting. Going to be a bit on that breezy side, seeing wind gusts around 28 miles per hour by 7 o'clock in the morning. That continues by 8:30 towards the Augusta metro area. 37 mile per hour wind gust expected in Columbia County. That continues towards Aiken County with a 41 mile per hour wind gust. And then, of course, that dips down further south, leaving us a 42 mile per hour wind gust there in Barnwell County. And overall, we're just expecting this to be a 40 mile per hour wind gust. I think that would be our max. And all this means is just make sure you secure some of your outdoor items that are going to be loose. That could be, a porch goose, the welcome sign I talked about earlier. Use caution on the road. This is going to happen during our work commute, so just make sure you're 10 and 4 or 10 and 2, and you are really just holding on to the steering wheel. Again, not going to blow your house away. It's not the big bad wolf huff and puff and blow your house down. It has just been a while since we've had a little bit of wind associated with some thunderstorms, so just want to get you prepped and ready for that. Sean?
All right, Avery, thank you. Well, coming up, bringing the true flavor and aroma of coffee back to the United States, one cup at a time. Another Spirit of America story after this quick break.
Relax and let Kroger.
In our continuing series, Investing in America, we're profiling businesses that are creating jobs and new concepts to our country on its 250th anniversary. In Memphis, Tennessee, a coffee house is making big waves, blending culture around something that just all of us enjoy. April Thompson takes us to Coffee Black.
Nestled in the Highland Heights neighborhood with a small storefront, Coffee Black is making a big wave. It looks like your traditional coffee bar, blending your favorite combo. But this relatively new coffee creator is about more than grinds.
There's so much science and art behind coffee and the making of it and the brewing of it and the care of it. And we love inviting people to see that.
Bartholomew Jones and his wife Renata started Coffee Black in 2019 as a part of a mission to return coffee to its African roots. They created the first all-black coffee supply chain from Ethiopia to Memphis, inspired by their first trip to Ethiopia.
We felt drawn to the birthplace of coffee. And so it was amazing because it turned into like a family over time across the seas. And so it's more than just a supply chain and an exchange of goods and money, but it's literally an exchange of culture and history and passion and care.
They aren't just buying coffee for resale. They're learning the secrets of creating the best coffee by interacting with everyone from the coffee farmers and roasters in the motherland to harvesters and sellers, taking others along to learn as well, and then bringing their new friends back here to Memphis to share our culture and coffee.
To us, getting to show that version of Memphis is what we love to do to everyone. We have people from Ethiopia, from Uganda, from Rwanda, from Colombia here.
Renata says it shows up in how she feels when she is roasting back here at home, thinking about all she has learned and all the hands that have gone into the creation.
It feels very purposeful. It feels like you're doing and honoring work for the people who are harvesting and, putting in real work back home, in the motherland.
Their work is attracting attention, garnering several awards, including Global Notable Roaster of the Year, beating out some of the top roasters around the world. And the Coffee Coalition for Racial Equity 2024 Innovator of the Year award, plus a growing customer base.
When I want real coffee, I come to Coffee Black. So it's definitely a different experience, definitely a different taste. So this is my favorite place to get real coffee.
And these coffee creators don't take any of it for granted.
And so having our community be like, man, this is our favorite coffee in Memphis, it meant more than the global award, to be honest. And we love it, man.
And this is pretty cool. Coffee Black is also launching a tech company called Rep Chain to make sure coffee producers get royalties and profits. Well, that does it for this half hour, but there's so much more coverage you can count on coming up at 5, including proposed cuts to Eisenhower Medical Center. What's the plan after the temporary shutdown of critical care services there?
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
They say you can't